How big was that for you guys after just a frustrating couple of weeks?
Well, I mean, it's always good to win after a loss, and especially after two losses. So it's good to get our feet back under us, and I feel like we played a complete four quarters as a team, and it was a real solid win all around.
Clean, really, offensively for you guys across the whole thing. What did it take to be on top of all that this week to make those corrections?
Just the discipline. I think we had a really strong week of practice, and that definitely helped. And then just the small things we really focused on. Just fitting up on blocks, making the routine catches, and show it tonight. So.
What's it like to see just the confidence that Dylan was throwing the ball with tonight and being on the receiving end of that?
Oh man, I love it. He's always had that confidence, but just to see him air it out like he did tonight, I mean, the stats speak for himself. He went off, went crazy, fed everyone. So it was really good. It was a really good game.
And to see the kind of night that Drake had, I'm sure that was probably pretty cool to watch.
Oh yeah, it was crazy. Drake's a dog. He's been a dog. So.
What's going through your mind when Drake's making those plays like drag guys to the end zone, stuff like that?
I mean, I'm not even gonna lie to y'all. I expect it from him, and he's expected from himself. And I mean, this type of game was bound to happen at some point. And I'm glad that it did.
Just when it comes to his approach, day in, day out, practice field, stuff like that, just what goes into him having those types of performances from your perspective? What have you seen out of him?
I mean, he shows up with the same mentality every single time. He's the first one to come here, last one to leave type of mentality, and he's never shy of any work, and he's just a cerebral football player. I mean, he's the smartest one in the receiver room by far, and I mean, we all just try to take little bits of game from him and try to learn from him as much as we can before he's gone. So.
Especially after a tough couple of weeks, just for him from a leadership perspective, just how important has it been to have him there in the room?
Oh, I mean, it's everything. When you have someone like that can pour into you and you're going through these losses, because he's definitely been through that, through this type of situation. So, having someone like him to, wrap his arms around us and, guide us in the right way is a blessing.
What kind of confidence do you guys have when you're on schedule and just playing in that rhythm that we've seen a couple of times this year?
I mean, the confidence is through the roof when we get to a groove like that, and like I said, just the discipline, the small things. The confidence is going to come from that too.
Austin Stark, go ahead.
How much of these last 2 weeks have just been doing the simple better?
I mean, that was really what we focused on this week heavily. I mean, everything was really just simple. Do your job, focus on your job, and do it well, and everything will work out in the end, and it did. So.
What is it when you guys are clicking? Is it obviously moving the football, but what is it about it that you know that you guys are starting to click?
I mean, I know we're starting to click when we're making first downs and scoring in the red zone. Every time we get in the red zone, we plan to score, and I'm pretty sure we did that tonight. So.
Austin Stockton was more involved tonight, and it seemed that the intermediate passing game was more there today than it's been in the last few games. Can you just kind of talk about how having somebody like that involved in a big target like that helps over the middle?
I mean, Stog is a huge target, and defense is going to be scared of him regardless of where he's at on the field. And I'm glad that he got to show out a little bit. So I'm chopping down the sideline.
Right.
That was fun, and I love to see him get some touches. So.
Whenever he's getting touches, how do you feel like it affects your games? Does that help you as you guys as receivers, or?
I mean, of course, it just builds onto the momentum we have as an offense, and when everybody's touching the ball and everybody's eating, and everybody's moving to change, then just builds the confidence of the whole team.
I'm sure you already asked this, and I'm sorry. How special was Dylan tonight?
Oh, real special. I mean, he was a dog. Greg was a dog. All the receivers, doing their part, and we got it done. And Dylan had a couple rushing touchdowns. That was great. So. He's been playing like that all year, so.
You had a long catch in there on that one of those plays. I mean, run me through that and just trying to get to the end zone on that play there.
Yeah, caught it over the middle, made one miss, and tried to kick it up. But I don't know who it was. I think it was 14. It was in the scout report that he was fast. I didn't know he was that fast, though. He was chopping, I'm not going to lie. But, yeah, I just need to pick up my knees a little bit more, and I'll get in there next time. A little coaching point.
Jaden got in the end zone again. He just continues to make big plays. Can you just talk about maybe what that moment was like for him to get back up there and score once again?
Man, every time I see Jay Gibb on the field, I just know we're going to throw it up to him. And I know he's going to come down with it too. So, I mean, I love seeing him on the field. That's my brother. So, every time he's on the field, I feel like I'm playing a little bit better too. So. See him get that touchdown, it was a great feeling all around.
What do you think these last 2 weeks have been like for Coach Levy? the negativity outside the program?
I mean, there's going to be negativity everywhere you go, and especially after 2 losses like that, you know, people are going to have to blame somebody. And I mean, we didn't really affect the team though. We just, like I said, we focused on the little things during this week, and we got back on track, and we played a complete game.
Does it bring you guys closer as an offense?
I mean, of course. I mean, we've never been closer, so you know, we have each other's backs, and we're always going to play for each other. That's the main thing. We're just going to play for the man next to you. So.
See any different kind of edge from him, or is he kind of the same guy every day?
Coach Levy?
Yeah.
Oh, I mean, he's the same guy every day. He's going to show up, just kind of just like Drake. He's going to show up, give you everything everything he has, you know, coach you up, make sure you know what you're doing, and give you a little pat on the butt when you need it. So.
I'll ask you on DG. He was clearly frustrated the last couple of weeks with how things had gone, and today he was playing with a little more edge, and obviously has a career game, 8 touchdowns. Has there been something different about him in practice in the last couple of weeks? Or is he like this week? You guys just seem to have more success, and he had a little more edge to him today. Was there anything different about him before the game, or?
I mean, he attacks every game the same. I think when you're making some mistakes here and there, you're going to be a little bit upset. I mean, he's human. Everybody's human. I mean, I get upset when I do something, drop a ball, whatever it is. But he attacks every game the same, and you know, he did have a little swagger today, and that definitely helped in the confidence play of things. But you know, he showed out. So
thanks, Nick.
yeah, no problem.
Appreciate it, man.